Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Testing, 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 testing. Okay. Ready? Good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Cherry Hill's ribbon cutting, Safe Streets ribbon cutting, and community event. I'm not going to be long. I just want to welcome you all and welcoming us, Safe Streets, Cherry Hill, and Catholic Charities here in the town center. I want to give thanks and recognition to all of our community partners, and starting with the Rich Program, Michael Battle, the Cherry Hill Coalition, the Cherry Hill Tenant Council, the Cherry Hill Eagles, and I want to, without any delay, because there's so many more, I want to introduce y'all to one of the members of the Cherry Hill Coalition, Miss Tracy Garrett Rogers.
Good afternoon. Hey, Cherry Hill. I bring you greetings from the Cherry Hill Community Coalition on behalf of Mrs. Peggy Jackson-Jobe, our board chair, and all of our members. Mama Cleo over here, who was one of the first people that started and brought Safe Streets to Cherry Hill. We welcome you and thank you for being here. This is an awesome day.
And with that, I want to turn it over to our Chief Executive Officer of Catholic Charities, Mr. Bill McCarthy.
Thank you. Thank you, Juice, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bill McCarthy, the Executive Director of Catholic Charities. First off, I love Cherry Hill. Catholic Charities has been part of the Cherry Hill community for a long time, almost 6 decades. It started at St. Veronica's, working with children and families through Head Start in 1966, expanding to 8 classrooms at 3 locations in the community over the years. For some time, we provided psychiatry and behavioral health services at the Family Health Center across the street and through a clinic that we had on the 2nd floor in this building. As Juice mentioned, a couple of years ago, in partnership with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, we assumed operation of the Cherry Hill Safe Street site. Nearly 30 years ago, we acquired and initially redeveloped this town center with the goal of promoting local business ownership and attracting a grocery store. We loosely modeled our endeavor after a community project in Newark, New Jersey. Some might remember that in the early years, we had 2 different grocery operators who, for a variety of reasons, were not successful. Our most recent redevelopment took place just prior to and during COVID. This took place after a year of community conversations as what was desired and needed. Feedback called for community gathering space, local business ownership, healthy food options, a bank, a pharmacy, and a grocery store, in addition to the existing services, including the Enoch Pratt Library. Right here in this single location, visitors can now take their banking at one of the nation's leading financial institutions, buy lunch and a nutritious smoothie at a locally owned and operated juice bar, get health care and pharmacy needs met at the independently owned pharmacy, check out a few books at the library, and gather over across the street or across the parking lot in our community market space. The center is also home to Cherry Hill Strong, a community-led effort that recently successful at Cherry Hill designated as a purpose-built community. Thank you, Z, for your leadership. We are committed, let's give Cherry Hill Strong a round of applause. We are committed to working with you and others to bring a grocery store back to the community. As for today, we're thrilled to formally open our new Safe Streets office right here in the Cherry Hill Town Center. This is a significant step forward for several reasons. First and foremost, Safe Streets is helping to make our community healthier and safer. This isn't my opinion, it's a fact. Studies have shown that the public health approach practiced by Safe Streets is producing a reduction in the number of shootings in our city. Our highly skilled and trained Safe Street colleagues are helping people resolve conflicts in peaceful, productive ways. Greg Marshburn, who heads up Catholic Charities Safe Street operations, explained the program beautifully at Mayor Scott's Safe Summer Kickoff Party on Saturday. As Greg said, conflicts among people are inevitable, but violence isn't. Even the most heated disagreements can be diffused. There can be a win-win outcome where everyone walks away feeling seen, heard, and respected. This is Safe Street's specialty, providing informed and neutral mediation to help people achieve peaceful resolutions. We know from the data and your stories that Safe Streets is making a positive impact. In fact, twice, this Cherry Hill Safe Street site has gone more than a year without a death by gun in its post. Our Penn North location has gone more than 500 days without a death by gun. Let's give our Penn North colleagues a clap. By relocating our Cherry Hill Safe Streets team to the town center, we believe we can increase the success of the program by further increasing the visibility and accessibility of colleagues in our office in the community. Here's another reason that this new Cherry Hill Safe Streets office represents a meaningful milestone in our progress. And I'll close with this. Chase Bank, which has a branch right over here that Mr. Mike Middleton and Atora helped us bring to Cherry Hill, is one of the leading financial institutions in the country. Chase is successful because it offers top-notch customer service and products, and because it's a leader in making market-smart decisions and investments. Not only did Chase executives decide to move into Cherry Hill, they doubled down, so to speak, by deciding to make a sizable donation to make our new Safe Streets office possible. We would not be here today if not for Chase Bank's commitment to and belief in both Cherry Hill and Safe Streets. We're profoundly grateful to both to Chase Bank and Shay Harris for their support and dedication to this great community. It's now my honor, it's now my honor to introduce someone from whom we are all profoundly grateful. I've been around a long time, but I've never encountered a leader who works harder than Mayor Scott to serve and champion every neighborhood and each resident of Baltimore. I've also never worked with a mayor more steadfast and committed to addressing public health disparities, systemic inequities, community disinvestment, and the epidemic of gun violence than Mayor Scott. Cherry Hill has benefited greatly from Mayor Scott's leadership and policies. Our two 21st century schools and the new state-of-the-art rec center are evidence of this. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mayor Brandon Scott.
You a fool, boy. Good afternoon, everybody. I thought we was in Cherry Hill. Y'all a little dry today. Good afternoon, everybody. That's more like it. It's so great to be joined today by Senate President Bill Ferguson, Delegate Luke Clevenger, Councilwoman Felicia Porter, Council President Mosby. But I want to start off by thanking Bill for that introduction, but also saying thank you. As we all know, he recently announced his retirement, so we want to say thank you for all the many years of caring about Baltimore and Baltimore's community, sir. Thank you very much. And while he may be retiring from Catholic Charities, he's not retiring from basketball, so I will expect to see you at the Dome competition once the new center in West Baltimore gets built. I want to say thank you to our friends, really, and like my friends at Catholic Charities and throughout the community, I am thrilled to be here to open Safe Street's new office right here in the heart of Cherry Hill. Today's celebration begins a new exciting chapter in our strategic push to reduce violence and co-produce in this community in line with our administration's comprehensive violence prevention plan. Safe Streets is a vital part of our broader approach to address violence in our communities as a public health issue, because we're going to keep telling everyone until they understand that gun violence is a public health issue no matter who tries to tell you differently. Community violence intervention works because it centers our communities, our neighborhoods, and our shared mission to build a better and safer Baltimore. Despite being relatively small in number, they are very mighty, and our Safe Streets family is making an enormous impact in neighborhoods throughout Baltimore that have witnessed too much violence and suffered too much loss throughout the years. And while we still have work to do, Safe Streets is helping to make our streets safer each and every day. This is not a matter of opinion. This is fact. In fact, Bill alluded to an evaluation by the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health that found that Safe Streets is associated with a significant reduction in non-fatal shootings and homicides in their catchment areas. For example, homicides plunged by 32% at most of the Safe Streets established Safe Street sites in the first 4 years of implementation, and non-fatal shootings declined 23% in all of the sites evaluated. And in the months since Hopkins released that report, the results have continued to support the claim that when programs like Safe Streets are properly implemented and adequately funded, they can significantly reduce gun violence in the most impacted neighborhoods. We know that a number of our Safe Streets locations throughout the city are experiencing extended periods of peace that we haven't seen in generations. In North, we just talked about, has recently celebrated a year plus without a shooting. In fact, our comprehensive approach to public safety that includes Safe Streets, other community violence intervention partners, evidence-based strategies like the group violence reduction strategies, and strong partnership across public safety agencies, including traditional law enforcement, helped produce a 20% reduction in homicides last year, which is a record. But this year, we're continuing to build on that progress. Homicides are down another 37% in Baltimore City. And shootings are down 29% in 2024. We just hope that that runs on a ticker on the bottom of the news all night long tonight. We'll see. The impact that Safe Streets has had is undeniable. And let me be very clear. We are committed to this work. And during the past 4 years, we've dedicated ourselves to ensuring that Safe Streets program is properly implemented. Our goal has been optimal implementation tailored to specific needs of specific communities to produce the results that we want. We reduced the number of operators from 8 to just 2, selecting 2 organizations known for integrity, efficiency, and compassion for the people they serve in Catholic Charities and LifeBridge Health. Catholic Charities operates the site here in Cherry Hill, as well as locations in Brooklyn, Pennorth, and Sandtown. They are a tremendous partner in operating, providing Safe Streets team members with exceptional support and training. I want to say thank you to Catholic Charities, to LifeBridge, and my Office of Neighborhood Safety Engagement, because Safe Streets is saving lives each and every day. And while we're here to celebrate and cut a ribbon, I want us all to be reminded what the motto is all about. Stop shooting and start living. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. Start living. Thank you very much. And with that, I will turn it over. You want me to do it, Bill? Yeah, I got it. I will turn it over to the best Senate President in the United States, Senate President Bill Ferguson.
I thought he was going to say the best Senate President in Maryland. There's only one, so it's a really low bar. It's a really low bar. Look, I am so thrilled to be here today with the mayor, with the incredible team that we have in the 46th Legislative District. Delegate Luke Kupger is here. We have representatives from the Delegate Robin Lewis, as well as Mark Edelson, our incredible Councilwoman Felicia Porter, and the incredible Council President who has joined us and has just been such a champion over the years, Nick Mosby, for all of these issues, front and center. Truly, it is my honor to be here with you all today. I'm going to be brief, but I just want to say really quickly for those who have been here in Cherry Hill for a little while, how many folks had seen the center, the Safe Street Center that was over across the road? How many went inside? Did you see those roaches, the rats, the temporary trailer that was there? And look, this was it was tough, right? I mean, it was real tough. But you know what? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Where's Warren? Is Warren over there? There's Warren. Warren knows what I'm talking about over there. Warren is a diehard. He is like the head. He has been here fighting every single day to create a safer neighborhood and fighting his own battle with his health and doing an incredible job, looking healthy. Look, this program in Cherry Hill has been so special. This is such a special community overall. And the real reason is because the reason it's successful is because of relationships. That's what real peace is. We can have all the laws and the rules, we can have all the accountability, all the things. If we don't have relationships between each other, nothing else matters. And the beauty of Safe Streets and the beauty of what this site represents and what it will provide, continue to provide in an even better way, is a safe space to bring people together when they're at their not best moment. At the moment where things are really not looking great, but somebody can intervene and say, I can help you through this. I can help you find a different path than picking up that gun. And it works, and we've seen it work over and over and over again in Cherry Hill when we make the investments. The state has been a proud partner with the mayor and the city government to invest additional dollars. And I just want to thank everyone who's here today. I want to thank Catholic Charities for this incredible space that has been provided and the ongoing investment over the years. Bill McCarthy's been an absolute champion. This is what it takes to create a great community. It takes one step at a time, and Safe Streets is absolutely integral. Thank you all for being here. It's truly my pleasure, and let's keep doing the great work of creating safe and thriving communities.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Now I'd like to invite my friend and Baltimore City Council President, Baltimore City Council President Nick Mosby, to share a few words. Nick has not only been an ambassador and validator of Safe Streets, he shows up everywhere, he's needed when he's needed, and he's been so supportive to us over the years. I've known Nick before he entered politics, and really cares about our community. He's a son of Baltimore. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our Council President, Nick Mosby.
When I say Cherry, you say Hill. Cherry. Hill. Cherry. Hill. When I say safe, you say streets. Safe. Street. Safe. Street. Cherry. Hill. Safe. Street. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, there's one thing that you can't deny, and Mr. Mayor, that's numbers. This issue of normalized crime throughout East and West and South Baltimore is as apple pie as to America. That's what it was to Baltimore. When we talked about our communities, when we talked about the places our young folks were intended to go to school and play, when we talked about where our seniors should shop, there was a normalization of violence that would occur and that occurred year after year after year after year. But with some hard work and with dedication, and more importantly, with competent individuals that know the communities like the back of their hand, we understand and know that we do have an equation to help and sustainably drive down crime. And that's why each and every one of us are here today, supporting a community that was forgotten, a community that people just looked at synonymous with violence, to understand and know the input that we have, not just with amazing organizations like Catholic Charities or amazing corporations like Chase, but more importantly with the people of this community. And that's why this formula, Mr. Mayor, and this equation has been working. Because it's the men and women of this community, and communities like Penn North, and communities all throughout our city, that said, you know what, enough is enough. And I'm going to utilize my experience, maybe not the experience that's always been a good experience for my community, to ensure that we drive right for our communities so the next generation of young folks in these communities can grow up in safer communities. That's why I support Safe Streets. That's why we're all standing here today. I had the fortune of being a council member and helping to expand Safe Streets into West Baltimore. In Annapolis, I had the fortune of standing with Lou Kleppinger and our Senate President of pushing to ensure that we put more money in Safe Streets from our state funding to the city of Baltimore. And as your council president, I had the fortune to continue to ensure that this program is here to stay because it works. So in closing, what I will say is that we cannot allow this progress to allow us to become complacent. Because until the numbers are zero, it's not time for us to pat ourselves on the back. Until this number is zero, is what we means that we need to continue to pour into the men and women of Safe Streets. Give them all the tools and the resources that they need to better support their communities. That's why we stand here today. When I say Cherry, you say Hill. Cherry! Cherry! When I say safe, you say streets. Safe! Safe! Cherry! Safe! Love you, 2-5.
Okay. Oh, before we do the ribbon cutting, we'd like to open it up for questions. If anyone has questions for any of the...
Go ahead. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
This could be a question for you or the mayor, whomever wants to take it, but I have a couple questions about, okay, thank you. Just about the logistics of this specific location, if you can touch on that. How many, now that this is in this location, can you give us a rundown of the hours that this location will be open and when the community can expect to see people working in and out of this location?
So Mackenzie, we understand that you guys want to know exactly when Safe Streets Workers going to do everything.
I think
but
the community wants to know.
The folks, Cherry Hill, do you know when Safe Streets is out working? I'm pretty sure that they already know because they live here. The office will be open. We will have folks in there, but I want to be very clear about this again. This is not office work. This work is done out in the streets, in the community, often late at night. We will have folks out in the community when they're needed to be to prevent acts of violence, period.
So what's the schedule?
Does violence have a schedule? 24 hours, 365. Whenever they need to be out there is when they're out there. It's that simple. What's your second question?
Okay, so now that we see there's a lot of Safe Streets workers who are here from various locations across the city. Obviously, they're appearing on camera. They're going to be in photographs. They're going to be on the city's websites. Will the city give us the names of the workers?
Again, we'll say this again. We will treat them with the same respect that we treat everyone when it comes to personnel issues, and we will treat them with the same respect that we do anyone who does life-changing and life-dangerous work.
Why can't taxpayers know who their dollars are going to fund?
I've already answered your question, Mackenzie. We'll go to the next person.
I'll get back in line.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a microphone with WBAL. I just want to know, I talked with a few residents and they said, they do like this because it's helping the community. They thought maybe a few other things to maybe go in this location. So I know Council President Mosby kind of addressed why you guys chose here. But can you just kind of emphasize, Mr. Mayor, just about why it's so important to have the Safe Streets here in Cherry Hill?
Well, I'll start, but I think it's actually more appropriate for Bill and Catholic Charities. I think when you think about they're just moving across the street, but this is about us making sure that these women and men who do this work have an office and a space that is really respectful of them and the work that they do every day. And everyone that lives in Cherry Hill knows that this is literally the heart of Cherry Hill, the shopping center. Everybody knows that, which is why it's so important for them to be here.
I think the mayor answered that exactly correctly. The visibility we think is very important for the community. The access to the community market, the library, and other spaces. And this is a community gathering space.
Thank you.
Good. Mackenzie, last one.
No, go ahead.
Hello, how you doing today? My question is, what are the steps and procedures that's going to be done so Cherry Hill can gain adequate supermarket?
Yeah, so we can talk to you about that. Myself, I know the councilwoman, the delegate, the senator, we all have been working to try to bring supermarkets and things with food to Baltimore. So we can just take you aside and tell you about the processes and what we've been doing with that. Mackenzie, last question.
everybody doing? I have a question. I have a statement. We are proud of our Safe Street workers here in Cherry Hill and around Baltimore City. Without them, where would we be?
That's right.
Amen.
Thank you. You get the last word, Mackenzie. Go ahead.
You'll probably get the last word. Look, the trailer that was across the street but for the old location, it had been removed for a little while now. So where were these operations taking place before this location opened up?
We were at the old elementary middle school, the one before the brand new one that we built here.
Okay, and then what's the price tag for this new location?
Bill, if you want to answer that, that's up to you.
I think the tenant improvements were about $200,000.
And so do you have a rent, or is it because the Catholic Charities owns this that it's outright?
There's a rent too, but I don't even know what the rent is.
Catholic Charities may follow up with you, Mackenzie. Thank you very much. Now we're going to cut the ribbon.
That's an orange ribbon.
Stand up and stand.
DJ Uncle Al, Mr.
Well, it wasn't so bad. Yeah. It was, but it wasn't. Yeah. Not the worst.
I see you. We got it going on over here. Go ahead.
Doctor's calling. Is it okay? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
To the top, Al. Take it to the top. Oh, yeah, we got it over here. They got it over here, dog. Y'all got it? All right, come on. Now switch, come on. Yo, we got it.
That was my fault with the microphone.
Oh, it's okay.
Speaker too close to the thing.
That's all good.
Little small little space.
Yeah, it is.
song is. Y'all know it. You can tell it the age. Y'all remember this one right here? Come on now.
Stop. Everybody on the floor just pause. Somebody in the middle just
I think they're gonna let us talk to them right now. So.
Come on now.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
smooth.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't want you to interview.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Why? Why not? Hi. Yeah, just keep rolling so that we have them all. Sure. Yeah.
On a tour, right?
No. What?
On a tour?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna walk
Okay.
around.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Another bug?
Just wait a minute.
We're gonna go on a tour. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we'd love to. Okay. Is there someone that we can talk to?
Wait a minute.
What's on the boy?
Sure, I'd like to. I mean, yeah, we'd like to go inside though too.
Okay, but you can't talk over there because he's not at your site.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, we'd like to talk to someone from this site. Why can't we bring our cameras inside?
I don't know that that brings it down. You're not going to come walk through.
Can we bring this in?
If you want to come in, that's fine.
Okay, I'll go in.
I mean, we can send you like photos of it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We're not looking to do like coverage inside the same thing.
Alexa been in there, traffic jam. Jimmy been in our office.
Sure.
There wasn't even no stuff rule.
Well, Traffic Jam Jimmy and I are very different people.
I'm saying,
Traffic Jam Jimmy and I did very different things. He didn't do news. Traffic Jam Jimmy didn't do news.
be involved in all this.
Okay.
Kevin's gonna come with us.
We'll go inside, yeah. Okay. All right, we'll leave this out. I'll just go in. I'll leave this here, and I'll come back out.
DJ Uncle Al. You know, I'm gonna let a DJ dig. If you don't know me, you don't know Charlie. Come on now.
Not much to me, but it's called Y&J Carryout. So my grandmother smoked for 60.
Inside, I know. Take the photo frames off, and it's a white.
So the yellow with the floor was absolutely like melted. So the entire floor had to come out, every wall had to be replaced. But to your question, we had the fortune of Chase Bank footing the bill for the.
Gotcha.
So that was the fortunate part.
Okay.
So
It's like a. I know today's the ribbon cutting, but. Okay.
and for the last year or so, we've been with Elevator.
how to continue the conversation.
Someone who works that we can interview. Okay.
Somebody left that cane inside a mixer. If you realize that you're missing the cane, it's a mixer. You know what I mean? But I think they don't know about that, so they already know something.
I asked him to bring out someone who I can talk to. He said he wanted me to try the tripod. So I don't know if it's gonna work, but I went up to the here.
So they're saying that they're just kind of done for the day. They want to do this action, enjoy the celebration, all that kind of stuff. But let's follow up. I'm out of town next week. I think you have Mark's info as well.
I think so, yeah.
Like, let's figure out whether it's working to get our site director here.
Sure. Or any.
Our site directors.
Yeah.
What's the site? I don't see him, but Greg Marshburn is overseeing all of our state streets. Oh, he's right here.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's kind of like in celebration mode right now. But, let's continue the conversation and really make it happen. And
I would love to do the four, like the four site directors. That would be awesome.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We understand the thrust of the accountability. We get that. And we try to respond with that kind of information.
Sure.
We also want to see the balance of, like, what the facts on the table are, too.
And how it's working and what's going on,
even like the behavior things and talking about kind of like, okay, so what is the protocol? What does violence interruption look like? All of those things. I'd rather have that on the table than people guessing about it. Because I know from my time here, and I've only been in Catholic Charities for a year and a half, I know, I've talked to these guys, I've seen it, I know they lay down the law, they are focused, they know what they're doing, and it's legit. So, let's continue it. Like I say, I'm out next week, I want to talk with Mark and everything, and we work with Monty and everything too, so.
We can circle back when you get back, and then we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'd like that, I'd appreciate it. Awesome.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else?
I mean, if they're not gonna fucking talk to me, then
I'm gonna get a couple more just like ambiance builders.
Yeah.
I mean, this really isn't even that big.
No.
I think we just kind of build it to the top and then maybe go into.
I mean, that's gonna be the whole package. That everything, Yeah. That's gonna be it.
Okay. I'll do a few more shots, get a couple wides and stuff. If you're not
All right.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I didn't see your exact. Yes.
I was trying to listen. It's not really cracking.
Okay.
It's a tough decision to make, y'all.
Yeah, I went up to the DJ, was doing the fight, and they said, "Oh, then we got this camera, lady."
Yeah.